Hey everybody, hello, it's Jennifer at Studio J Company. Happy Thursday. Welcome in. I'm a couple minutes late because I was trying to print the picture off of Pinterest that is my inspiration piece. And I'm so bummed I'm late for no reason. Hey Carolyn, hello. I was trying to print the picture off of Pinterest and it printed the part, it didn't print the part of the picture I needed. It printed the wreath or the wall hanging was above this chair and it just printed. Oh, crazy printer. Okay. Hey Melissa. Hey Penny. Hey Sharon. Hey everybody. Hey Diane. So, yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. I was trying to print it and did not work out. So I'm going to go by memory because I don't have my iPad up here. So, hey Cindy. Okay, so did y'all see the picture that I posted? That was, or the little reel. I pinned that a while back and because I thought it was pretty for my porch, and I have a spot on my porch. I have a rocking chair front porch. I guess that's what we call it. And actually when my mom passed away, she had 2 rocking chairs on her front porch. So I have her old rocking chairs on my porch, and they're kind of like in their own little setting. You know, here's the 2 rocking chairs with a little table, and there's a space. We have vinyl siding, but I've got these hooks that are perfect for hanging stuff on vinyl siding, so you don't have to drill holes in it. So there's a perfect spot right there, and I thought I'm gonna make one of these. And so and then I thought, hey, I can recycle. Hey Pamela. Hey Lori. Hi everybody. Hey Nora. Hey Zena. All these people popping in. Hello. I thought I could recycle. I was showing in the reel, I tried to cover all of it, but remember I bought that fall arrangement at Goodwill, and I took it apart because I just wanted the basket part of it. Well, I went back because I was like, I like how that turned out, so I was like, I'm gonna go back and get some more. And I was telling y'all, I went back and got more. Well, they only had one more, and it's a little smaller. But here's the thing. I think, because what I did is I took it apart. I just took this handle part off because I wanted to use the basket. So I'm going to do the same with this one. But I got to looking, this handle is skinnier than the one I was thinking I would use that I've already pulled off. This one still has some fall leaves on it. But I think I'm going to use the skinnier one because if you look at that picture from Pinterest, it's not a real heavy looking, it's kind of a loose looking floral arrangement. So it's not like one of these really packed, tightly packed wreaths, you know, with a ton of florals on it. So I think I just want it kind of flowy, and maybe possibly it'll like a little bit of blow in the breeze. It won't be like packed real tight. So, Marie, keep you're in our prayers. Definitely. I hope you're okay. Definitely. Hey, Kathleen, welcome in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one apart, and we're going to use this piece right here. And I'll save this basket for the next project. Okay. So let me show you what I got though. Like I said, I got this at Goodwill for $5.99. And I gave them back the arrangement. I went around the corner and pulled through the drive-thru, and I donated what was in it because the lady said, we can't separate it. So I was like, that's fine. I know that's probably their policy. It probably has to go through all kinds of like inventory and stuff like that. So it made sense. I didn't mind. So I'm going to take this off. But I have this because it's for another project, and I would have just tossed that probably. So I went to Michael's over the weekend, and I just got like 1 sprig of this white because, like I said, I'm not going to make it like real heavy florals. I just want it to have some greenery up there. And I got a couple of these. These were I think they were all 50% off. So this was like $4. This is I mean, the one stem, it was $7.99 and then it was on sale, but you know, that's so busy back there. I don't know if y'all can really see. I stood up. I got this thing at Ross. Actually, I got two. They had two. And this kind of reminded me a little bit of that thing that I posted, the inspiration piece. So we're going to use that. So I got I got two of this greenery sprigs. So I want it to mostly be greenery, but then I wanted a little bit of white. And these are the ones that I used in that other basket like that. I don't know if I'll use these, or I just know I want some red and I want a little pop of yellow. But I got these too. I just don't know if they're too heavy for what I'm looking for. I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. So it'll be one of these. If I don't use these, I'll use them in that other basket so it'll match that other one. But then I got these yellow ones. Aren't these pretty? It's got a little. These were $2.99, and I think she said these were not on sale, but there was a coupon. It was 25% off anything that was not on sale. So I still got them on sale. So I got a couple of these. So, oh, and I grabbed, I don't know if I'll need it, but I grabbed some, it says wrapped wire. It looks like grapevine. It kind of matches the grapevine wreath, so I think maybe it won't show where I have to tie it together. You are so welcome. Hey, Sarah. Okay, you ready? Okay, fingers crossed. So I don't have a picture of what I was looking for, so I'm just gonna go by what I think it would look like. So the first step is gonna be, I'm gonna take this apart because I want to try to make, and I don't want it to be like perfectly round. I just want like a shape up there to put my flowers onto. So I'm gonna, it's actually held together with some of this wire, and I guess if I cut it carefully, I could just reuse that. And maybe I could just take that back to Michael's. No sense in keeping it if I don't need it. Because I don't do a lot of floral crafts. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Anna Marie. Y'all come on in. We are going to attempt to do, I was going to do this outside, right? But I think they're coming to cut the grass and it will be super loud. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to get all set up out here. They're going to pull up mowers, blowers, weed eaters. It's going to be so loud. And then he's going to try to talk to me. And I was like, you know what? I better go back inside. So I grabbed everything and ran back up here. So I wanted to do this on the porch, and that way we could go ahead and just hang it up. Or heck, we could hang that up and make it on there. You know, I could have it up there while I was working on it, but I just know that would happen and it would be so loud and dusty. You know, when those mowers get to going, there's grass blowing everywhere and dust and all that. So it's like I better take it back inside. And then the dogs bark, so it would have been crazy. You're taking a break from work. Okay, we're quiet. Be super quiet. Right. Yeah, you know what? I could probably just use this again. All I really need this for is to try to take this from this horseshoe shape, this half circle. Oh my goodness, it's coming apart. Okay. Wow, this one's coming apart easier than that big one did. Like coming apart. So let's see. I hope I don't have to use that other one. It's kind of, I'm gonna have to cut this one. Yeah, ooh. Oh, all the little sticks are coming apart. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. So now we got this little basket to do another spring floral basket. Pretty. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap it. Okay, it's got this stake thing. It's like a piece of wood to hold it in shape, I guess. Let me see if I can get it out. And I'm just gonna wrap. I want to shape this into like a kind of an oval. Okay, so I got this part out. I don't need that. Yeah, it's all coming loose here. So, but actually it might bend easier. I should have soaked it. Remember y'all were telling me if you soak it, they're real pliable. So we're gonna see if they don't all start snapping. See, I want to I don't even care if it's shaped like an egg. Because I'm going to cover it. So I just need to get it together. Because y'all, I looked at one of these at Michael's and it was expensive. It might have been in the wrong spot, but the tag said $16.99. And I was like, I don't think so. I don't need it that bad. All right, let me see if this will work. Hey, Leslie. From England. Welcome. Welcome in. Hey, Catherine Kelly. Hey, Carla. Good morning. Well, we just hit noon over here, so I'm in Georgia. Where y'all at? Where's everybody else at? Okay, let's see. Let me get it started. Try to wrap it really tight at first. I feel like I hear a mower. I think I was right. This is why I couldn't do it outside. I was like, as soon as I get started, there will be lawnmowers everywhere. Oregon, South California, North Carolina, 4 p.m. in the UK. Hey, Cheryl, welcome in. Okay. I probably don't have to be super, crazy with this because I'm not going to be touching it, but I have a feeling birds are going to get a hold of this. Birds always like to get into my wreaths and any florals that I have outside. They like to get into them, make their little spring nest. So, and once they do that, I don't want to mess with it. Y'all, I had a fern. We had big ferns on the front porch. This was years ago. Had big ferns hanging out on the front porch. I ended up letting one die because a bird had made a nest in it. And I didn't want to water it because I didn't want to drown the birds. But, man, it got so hot. And I would try to be really careful, but then I was like, that mama bird, I could hear them. And I was like, okay. I didn't want her to think that I was messing with it. So I was like, you know what, I will. It was like $14 for that fern. I'll let it go. But yeah, my mom ended up coming and getting it. And my mom was the best at bringing plants back to life after I killed them. Because I don't have a green thumb at all. I have to get fake florals. Hey, Sherry. Yeah, it's good nesting material. They're gonna love this. They especially love that Spanish moss. They really love that stuff. Okay, I'm just wrapping it just to secure it. Hopefully all the little sticks don't come apart. Okay, let me just wrap this side and we're good. So how is everybody? That rain is sideways. Where? Where? Is it raining where you're at? It's actually beautiful outside here. This would have been a great day to do an outdoor live. Okay. I think we're good. It's really pretty in Oklahoma too. Hey Deborah Fagan, welcome in. Okay, so it's not perfect. It's kind of odd, but usually when you get these, they're shaped kind of funky anyway. So I didn't want it real big. I didn't want it perfectly shaped. It's so hard for y'all to see because of that back there. I could take the bloom part down. The flowers are taped to the wall. So I feel like that's so distracting. Look, it's just up on little. Oh, took one down with it. It's okay. There went my bee. Oh well. See, look, y'all. I did both sides because I did it normal, and then I thought, wait a minute, my camera's always flipped on the lives, so I flipped it around. But that's normal for me. But had to get creative. Okay, so. Like I said, these are just taped up here. I'll redo it. I just want y'all to be able to see. Beautiful in New York too. Dull, damp, and drizzly. Northeast coast of England. It's beautiful where you're at too, Amanda. Working on laundry. I need to be doing that. I really need to be doing. I need to go clean out my fridge. I need to grocery shop. Ugh, so much. Okay, like I said, I don't want it huge. I just want to, I want to add a pop of color right there. So it's not going to be a real tightly packed wreath. All right, and I want it real flowy. Gosh, I wish I had that picture. Okay, I know I want a lot of flowy, loose green. Storms, I don't like storms. Your dryer's buzzing at you. It's saying, I'm done. It reminds me of my son when he was potty training. He would yell, I'm done. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna clip some of these off somewhere. I think. Clip it down here because I'm not sure. And this is the big part of the stem. I have some flowers downstairs in storage that are kind of like this shape, and they're from the fall. So they're kind of red, but they're more of an orangey red. And I really want some red in here because this will be out through the spring and the summer. And you know, through the summer months, when you hit those months where you put out like patriotic stuff, I didn't really want to have orange out there. I want to have some red. So I hope these will work. Oh, here it goes. All right. A couple of these. And y'all, you know, Walmart has really good floral stems too. Pretty cheap. Need to go back over there. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do some loose layers of greenery around it. And I want them I don't want to go in the whole shape of the oval. I want them to kind of like they're just growing wild, you know? I want it to be kind of wild. That's the word the only thing I can think of is I want it to be a little wild. I am going to have to open this because I want to wrap these on there. I have green floral wire, but I feel like this won't show as bad. It'll blend better. So it was only like $2, and that might have been before the coupon, so I'll keep it. You never know, I might use it again. Okay, if I can get it unwound. Hey Donna, hey Michelle. The arch thing I found at Ross. Y'all know I'm a sucker for Ross. I love Ross. I found 2 of them because at first I saw them and I was like, oh, I could put those up on over my fireplace. But they were really kind of dark and heavy, and it just didn't look right. And then I remembered that picture I saw on Pinterest for the porch, and I was like, okay, it's close enough. And I don't mind that it's brown. I think the one in the picture is like black, maybe. So all I'm going to do is just wrap this around really good. It's actually just covered wire. Well, it's wire, but it's got this brown like paper over it so you don't see the wire. Okay. Okay, now I can just twist it. Trying to get it started, get it tightened on there. Okay. Y'all, I'm not a floral designer. Have patience. Somebody out there is, and they're gonna be like, she's doing that wrong. I am. I'm sure I am. But that's kind of part of DIY. Hey Victoria, hey Stephanie, welcome in y'all. Okay. Alright, so I got it started. Like I said, I just want it kind of wild and crazy. Kind of like your hair when you know, when you wake up. It's a bit flowy. Alright, which way am I going? I want to go this way. So I just want to get a base of the green first. I gotta keep it from tangling with each other. Bedhead, that's the word, bedhead, bed hair. We call it bedhead. Yeah, my wreath is gonna have bedhead on purpose. Intentional bedhead. I should probably just cut a piece of this off. This is too hard to work around. There we go. I think I'm gonna cut a piece of this off so it'll be easier to weave through there. All right, you'll still with me? Yes, smaller lengths. Okay, and I think I'm gonna cut the greenery too, little pieces, because they keep twisting together. So take that off. Because I did cut them in kind of big stems. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Much better. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Now we're doing it. At some point, I'll turn it going in the other direction. Probably about right here. That way the leaves are kind of going in both directions. And I'm just wrapping it. I don't think there's any right or wrong with this. I'm just securing it on here. Right, another piece. And any pieces that are sticking, like part of the stem is like poking out, I'll just make sure a flower covers that part. Okay, another piece. Ross, oh, did you tell her? Ross, yeah, it's like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, stuff like that, but their prices are cheaper. And it's one of those things where, you know, if you don't grab it, it's kind of like with Ross and, Home Goods and TJ Maxx, if you don't grab it, when you see it, it's probably going to be gone, because I don't think they, you know, sometimes they'll get one of something. I've been looking every time I go, and I go to like a different one. I've been looking for another one of those bunnies. You know, that outdoor bunny that I got, that I put the tulips in. I wish I could find another one. It's so cute. Okay, I'll show you. Here's where I'm at so far, with just the greenery. Okay, can y'all see that? Keep going. Like I said, I just want it all over. I want it mostly greenery. TK Maxx. Oh. Thank you, Sharon. Thanks, Diane. I love stores like that. Do y'all remember Tuesday morning? Did y'all have Tuesday morning? And they closed them. Did they? I guess they closed all of them. Man, I loved that store. My mom used to say, I can never find anything in there. I'm like, oh, I find everything in there. But I miss that. Okay. I may only need, well, I don't know. I might only need one of these stems of greenery. hopefully. Now look, it says Joe Foster is watching. Joe Foster, if you're watching, say hi. Yeah, I was telling y'all, sometimes it'll pop up a name is watching and it's just somebody accidentally hit it. They're not really here. So Joe is one of my friends. We went to school together. I read that Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. They're closing a lot of those. Thank you for the stars, Sherry. Sweet, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Any stars I get goes towards Happy Mail. I spend a lot of postage on Happy Mail, but it's so fun. It's so fun to send Happy Mail. I want to get some cuter envelopes and stuff like that. Stickers that say Happy Mail. Make it really stand out. Okay. Oh yeah, I think I might get away with just using one of those stems of greenery. Like I said, I'm not making it super crazy full. It's not going to be one of those kind of wreaths. It's just something to add some color. Yeah, Dollar Trees and Family Dollar. I didn't know that Dollar Tree owned Family Dollar. Yeah, it's not Dollar General. Did I say Dollar General? I probably did. Yeah, I just saw that. But I don't know which locations. I'm not sure. The article I saw showed Chicago. Showed a picture of a store in Chicago. So I don't know. Okay. I got one more, I think. Yeah. So I may not need this one. Oh wait, I think I already cut some off of that. So we may use it for something else. All right. So let me wrap this one on here and then we'll start adding some color. Get it wrapped pretty tight. One more little piece. All right, fluff it out. Let's see what we got. So anywhere that there's like a kind of a gap, I can make sure there's flowers there. Oh, can y'all see? Okay, so just enough, just enough. Okay. All right, so let's set that aside. Okay, so far so good. Hey, Andrea. There's $7 or $8. I think there's that many within 10 miles of my house. There's Dollar Trees everywhere around me. It's crazy. And then $2 Generals. Well, no, three. It's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna take the white. Okay. Hold this up here. So let's say we have white. I'm just gonna kind of tack it on here. And then we can start playing with it. Hey, Celebrations, good morning. You know I love your name. If you've ever been on here when my dog comes in, my dog is named Stella. She's like my child. And she's all about getting on a Facebook Live. I love that name, Stella. Y'all, I have to tell you the funniest thing. We were in Pet Supermarket. There's a little pet place up here. And last month, it was Stella's birthday. Don't laugh. We took Stella into the Pet Supermarket, and there was this little couple, kind of a young couple, and they had, you can take your dogs in there. You can take your pets and any pets. They have like baths, like you can give your dog a bath, you know. They have that little station over there. Well, anyway, there was this young couple in there, and they had a little baby, a little puppy, and it was a long-haired dachshund and a little wiener dog. Oh, she was beautiful. She was beautiful. And, you know, of course, Stella wanted to go and see and everything. So they were like checking each other out. And the guy said, "Oh, what's your dog's name?" And I said, "Stella." And he was laughing. And his wife walked over there and she said, "What?" And he said, "Her name's Stella." And I was like, "What?" I was thinking he was going to say their dog's name was Stella. I said, "What's your dog's name?" He said, "Gladys." And I was like, we are giving our dogs names that, when I think of them, I think of older, it's names I heard like my grandmother or somebody like that, you know, names you don't hear much with kids. Gladys, I haven't heard Gladys in a long time. Stella, I was like, oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, they named their little dog Gladys. It's funny how names kind of come back around. Okay, y'all, these are little, okay, let me show you. So see how it's kind of flowing out there, like almost like it's like really growing on, you know how like flowers will grow up like a fence or something, and they kind of just go everywhere. That's kind of the look I want. And I don't mind if it's kind of sparse, whatever. I don't want it to be too heavy. You got your name from your great-grandmother, see? My grandmother's name was Catherine, and my mom's name was Catherine. I don't know many women that name their, you know, normally like you'll name your son the same name as your husband, but her name was Catherine, and she named her daughter Catherine, who was my mother. And my mother passed away in 2020. And in 2020, I can't keep up with years. My nephew had a daughter, and they named her Catherine. So that name, I don't see that name much. I see Catherine Kelly on here, but I don't see Catherine a lot. And that was my mom and my grandmother's name. And now my nephew and his wife, they named their daughter Catherine. So it's funny, names kind of start coming back around. Madeline. Madeline is another name that I didn't hear for a while, and now I hear it more. What is another one? I used to hear Jennifer a lot. I don't hear that anymore. I mean, not any new Jennifers. I see a lot of Jennifers, you know, that are my age or a little younger, but I don't see a lot of little girls named Jennifer. I've always liked the name Lucy. Like Lucille, Lucy. I always thought Lucy was cute. Your sister and your niece are Catherine. With a K. Yeah. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm trying to think if my nanny spelled it with a Y-N. I know my mom's had Y-N at the end of Catherine, but I can't remember if my grandmother had I-N-E. I can't remember now. I'll have to look. Okay. All right. Let me show you where I'm at so far. Can y'all see? Is that too far away? I feel like if I get too close, you can't see real good. So I got one more strip, or one more sprig of the white. We'll go in this direction. I just think this will be really pretty. Like I said, when the holidays come around, where you put like little American flags out and stuff like that. Uh-oh, losing a flower here. That's why I really wanted some red in here. And the white, but I think the little yellow, a little bit of yellow, just for pop. Just a little pop of color. And I'm not using hot glue, so I mean, I could easily redo these if I wanted like different flowers. Or say the birds steal some of these. I don't know if they'll steal them or just make a nest in it. Probably more likely to do that. Thank you. Hey, Gia. Okay, get back to work, Anna Marie. We won't tell. We won't tell. All right, let's see here. Fluff them out, because remember, we're going for bedhead, wild and free. Oh, I need to pin this one down. Alrighty. Twist it around. Okay, that's all of my white flowers. They're kind of cluttered up there. Okay, you can still see some of the grapevine right there, but I still have red. I have the yellow. Okay, so I've got, I don't know about these. I love these. Y'all like these? They look like little baby roses though. What does it say? Basic bush. Red mini ranunculus. Is that what that's called? Mini ranunculus? They're almost like little, like kind of like those flowers up there on the wall. So my aunt had a dog named Daisy. She was a teeth licker. She was a boxer, and she was so funny. She, you know, her tongue would stick out and stuff, and when you'd laugh, she'd lick your, she was fast. I always called her the teeth licker. She would get you. Okay, y'all tell me. I'm gonna hold up these. I'm just gonna hold it next to it. So the big ones, or I don't know, maybe the little ones. What do y'all think? If I get so close, it's kind of blurry, but I feel like the big ones are really big. What do y'all think? I like them both, but I'm trying to think with this. Because I do have the yellow ones, I think are the same kind of flower. They're big. There's not as many, but they're kind of big like that. You like both? You like both? Little ones. Little and a few big. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll start with the little ones, see where we go. And then see if we want to add some big. I like them both. So, like I said, I'm really just doing little pops of color. So let's just get a few in here. See what it looks like. There's one. Okay. It's hard to tell with just that one. Hold on. Let me do some more. Feed them through here. Too long. Hold on. I need to cut it down. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay. I need to cut this one. There we go. Where did I put my drink? Let me grab my drink. My throat is dry. Okay. Whew. All right, so little red. Cover up the white. Okay, let me show y'all where we're at with this. There we go. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm getting like strawberry vibes. Maybe it's those little white flowers, And then those little pops of red, it makes me think of strawberries. Does anybody else think that? It's like strawberries. Okay. Yeah, I think I kind of like the little tiny red flowers. Okay, just do 2 more. You see strawberries too? I mean, I know they're not strawberries, but it makes me think about them. That's so funny. They have those little white flowers. Just gonna poke that in there. All right. Another. I think I can just poke these in because it's pretty tight in there. Yeah. Okay. More of these. I still have yellow to put in here too, so I don't want to fill in too many gaps with red. Let's hold it up. It's more red. Hello everybody. If anybody's new, comment new. Tell me where you're watching from. I do want to get a map, like just a general little map, and keep track of where people are watching from. See how far apart we are. It's always interesting to me. It's funny because sometimes it'll be like beautiful here, 70 degrees, and somebody's posting pictures of snow at their house. And I'm like, whoa, where are they at? So it's so crazy. I mean, you never know. Okay, let me grab these yellows. The yellow I don't have 2 stems, and it has like a large, medium, and a little bud. So I'm gonna just kind of spread these out. Hey, Margie. Uh-oh. You're about 4 hours, Amanda? North Mississippi. What part is North Mississippi? We go to, well, we used to. We haven't been in a while. We used to go to Biloxi a lot. And there's a little town right outside of Biloxi, or right at the edge. And it's Ocean Springs. And I always tell my husband, I would love to like retire there. It's the cutest little town, all these good restaurants, the water is right there on the coast, and it's there's all these cute little shops. I was like, I just love that little town. But we haven't been in a while. I'd love to go back. It's funny because my husband works for a home builder, and when I was talking about, oh, I wish we could just retire there, move there, and I was looking on Zillow at houses, and I was like, hey, look at this house I found in Ocean Springs, and it's not far from that casino, and it was really pretty. It was new construction and all that. So the next time that we were there, I was like, hey, can we just ride by? We were out to go get something to eat, and I said, can we just ride by? I want to see that house just for fun. And we pulled up, and it was the builder he worked for. They were building those homes, and I was like, it's a sign, it's a sign. He was like, stop it. We're not moving to Mississippi. I didn't realize it was the builder that he worked for, so I just thought that was kind of ironic. He was like, nice try. 20 miles south of Memphis. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Angela. Welcome in, y'all. Almost done here. I don't know about these yellows. I don't know about these big ones. I don't know. And see, the red ones are big like this, but there are some. Let's see, hold on. Let me just poke a few in and I'll hold it up and show y'all. Poke a few in here. I don't know about these. See, the red has some smaller. I don't know, they just seem kind of heavy. Like I said, I want it kind of loose and flowy, and I feel like the big ones kind of weigh it down. I don't know. I think I would rather have more green. I might leave the yellow off, y'all. I don't know. Or maybe I'll find a different yellow flower. Now that I've cut these up and I can't return them. Typical. Okay, let's do this. I like the white and the red. I don't want to overcomplicate this. It's just supposed to be loose and fun. I'll do another of the red. These little ones. Up here. Hello, how is everybody? Which way am I going? All right, let's see how it looks so far up on the little thing. Pop this one off. Okay, sorry. Kind of smash some of them down and loosen them back up. Right? All right, y'all. Oh, it might look better hanging that way. Can y'all see it? The flowers, you're in between storms, Penny. The flowers are from Michael's, and let's see, all the greenery is from Michael's. It was a stem, and it was $7.99, and it was 50% off. It's just like this. It's got a lot on it. I just used one, and then the white stem of the little white flowers, that's from Michael's. Those big red and big yellow like this, they're from Michael's, like these. But I'm not using either of those. These I got on Amazon. It was like a big bunch of them, and I posted the link. I can share it again because it was a lot of good ones. And I did a couple weeks ago. I got this thing at Goodwill. It was a fall floral arrangement, and I took the handle part off like I did this one, and I put them all in here and tied a little bow around it. It's super cute. It's very springy, but I filled it with a bunch of these, and these come in other colors too, but they're kind of rubbery, so you could put them outside. I'm sure they'll fade. Some of the reviews, people were like, these faded at the end of the season. And I'm like, they're going to. Anything you put in the sun, even silk flowers will do that. The sun will fade everything. It gets direct sunlight. All right, so I feel like it's a little thick in some places and not in others, but I'll see how it looks when I get it hung up, and if I need to add more. I feel like it does need one more little greenery thing. Hang on. Right here. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna just mount it on here. I'll fluff it after I get it hung, so because I know I'm gonna end up smushing it a little bit, carrying it back down there and hanging it and all that. So, all right, what do y'all think? Can you see it from that far away? I'll get a close-up picture of it when I get it hung up, and then y'all can let me know if you think it needs something. I like that though. I think it'll add a little pop of color. My mom's rocking chairs that I have are black, and I started to paint them. When I got them, I was like, oh, I might paint them, and then I noticed in some spots it's chipping, and they were red before that. So I was like, whoa, I don't know how many coats of paint, how many layers of paint are on those. So I don't know if I want to open up that can of worms. So I might just leave them black. I just change out the cushions and stuff. So I think this will add a little pop of color over on the porch. I like that. So I'll get this hung. I'll go down there and get this hung, and I'll get a picture, and we'll see if it needs more of anything. We'll see if the birds get a hold of it, all that good stuff. So, all right. Well, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so sweet. All right, so I'm going to go and hang this. And I don't know if I'll be back in a little while with another craft because that was originally what I was thinking about doing today. And then last night I was like, oh, I'm going to make this. So, so this one kind of jumped ahead. But thank y'all for hanging out. And I will post if I'm going to come back on and give you a little notice in case you're available. If not, you can see a replay. But y'all have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.